right, you beautiful bandolier bandits, we got a banger for you today, continuing the Opal series, as in this video, we are talking about Opal pistols. We did Opal snipers beforehand, now we moved on to the pistols. Now, I'll be brutally honest with you, bro. While the sniper Opal grind was pretty chill, because all three of the snipers that you can use in zombies, they're all really good, and they all have a unique interaction ability whenever you pack-a-punch them. I really wish I could say that for the pistols, because I have one of these pistols as an S tier weapon, the other is a B, and the other two are the... They got like a D, bro. They're pretty bad. Stepping up to the plate and whiffing, striking out big time. So what do you need to get Opal on your pistols? Well, obviously you have to have Mystic Gold on all four of them, and then the actual Opal camo challenge itself, it's the same as the sniper rifles. It is 30 special zombie eliminations, aka 30 manglers. Now, the reason why this challenge for this class of weapons can be annoying is because obviously while through the 20s you get, you know, maybe like 2 manglers or 3 per round, since you need 30, you're generally gonna have to go to about round 36 if you're just doing one pistol per game, and that can be a lot longer and a little bit annoying, especially just because once you get in those, you know, mid 30s, bro, it kind of gets just a little bit chaotic with just how many manglers there are. And, you know, those mangler cannons, they track and home from any distance to you on the map. It's a little bit ridiculous. Just saying, that did they really have to have a homing ranged AoE attack, dog? Like, come on, that's nonsense. Anyways, the first pistol that we're going to be talking about, and the one that sucks balls, is the 9mm. Dude, I don't like this gun. I don't like any of the semi-automatic pistols. Sorry, Strider, we'll get to you soon, but I'm not a fan of this one. While getting your headshots with the pistols can be relatively easy, killing 30 manglers in the high 30s trying to get the Opal challenge done is kind of annoying, because the way at least I went about doing it is that since I'm only using the pistols for the manglers, I'd have a normal weapon to just that I'm getting headshots with while I'm waiting for manglers to spawn, and I would try to put multiple progress on multiple pistols in the same game. And let me tell you, trying to swap mid 30s to a different pistol, fully pack-a-punch it and getting its rarity up to kill other manglers on more chaotic rounds, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. It really is, especially with a crappy 9mm. I would highly recommend you akimbo all of the pistols whenever you are doing the Opal challenge, just because that gives you double the firepower. Who gives a shit if you have to hip fire the weapon? And since it takes 50,000 points to fully pack-a-punch a weapon from 0 to tier 3, and with how points work in this game, they can be a little bit more scarce to come by post round 36, especially if you are doing camo challenges and you don't have the jet gun, which can just kind of almost set you up for, you know, not the best of situations to go about actually getting your headshots. Also, weird thing in this game is that you can't put on laser sights on akimbo weapons to help out the hip fire. It's funny. I don't know why, but whatever. I'm not a big fan of the 9mm in zombies, and its counterpart, the other semi-automatic pistol, the Strider. You would think that unlocking this weapon later in your levels, at like, I think it's level 40 you unlock the Strider, you'd think it'd be pretty good. It's the last pistol you unlock. It's not. It's not. It's trash. It's dog shit. These semiotic pistols, trying to kill the 30 manglers with them, especially in those mid-30s when you're actually going to be able to complete it, it really does not fare well at that point. Like, I was getting to a point for some of these pistols, especially when I was finishing one Opal challenge and then moving on to another pistol in that same game. One thing I would highly recommend to help you at least get these manglers weaker, rather than just shooting them with a different gun, your two best friends are going to be the ether traps, the one in the spawn room and the one in the little road by Speed Cola, as those will weaken the manglers as they walk through it, aka damaging them while you don't have to, you know, even look at them, which is very, very handy. And then nukes can also be pretty useful, as it can make the manglers very, very weak. It'll take a good chunk of their health, and you can just go right up to them beep, 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 with your akimbo blickies and mow them down. Another thing that I recommend that you use that will really help you with this is Ether Shroud as your field upgrade, allowing you to go invisible and practically just, you know, barrel stuff the manglers while they're not attacking you is very, very nice. On top of that, you can get an augment that allows you to have 2 additional charges of your ether shroud, which is always going to be welcomed here. Something to add into your toolkit when going for this challenge. Something that I found that really helped me, especially for the 9mm and the Strider, bro. These guns were so ass. gas. Dog water, bro. Dog water. And then something else I would like to just throw out to you is your gobblegums, okay? Killjoy and Temporal Gift make a really, really good combo to use to disperse of these manglers in these mid 30s to, you know, early 40s rounds when you're really getting a lot of manglers to spawn on you and you're trying to get the Opal challenge done with the pistols. Having a minute-long insta-kill last, that's something that cannot be just swept under the rug. That is very, very good and very useful, especially for some of the, you know, shittier pistols. Sorry, Strider 9mm, y'all just, no, just not the biggest fan of y'all. Now we'll move up to a much better pistol. This pistol being the Grova. This is the fully automatic pistol, and I actually really do enjoy using this pistol. It actually is a pistol that it's not a world stopper, but it's not like complete utter dog shit like the semi-automatic ones are. And fun fact, with the highest level of extended mag and then pack-a-punching it, your pistol will have a total of 1,080 rounds with a 120 round magazine. Honestly, 120 rounds in one mag of my machine pistol that I can akimbo, that's actually pretty good and pretty useful, on top of actually being pretty fun as well. And it also does, you know, save my mouse from having me to spam click with, unlike with the semi-autos, right? The Grova is my B tier pistol, and one that I didn't like hate getting the camo challenge done for, because I even swapped to these mid-game after I finished, I think it was the Strider. So I was using a tier 2 pack-a-punch akimbo Grovas. They were legendary rarity in like the 40s, dude. Trying to kill those manglers, and it was okay. It wasn't tier 3 pack-a-punch, but it was okay. But y'all know that I had to save the best for last. A pistol that I could legitimately swap to in those high 30s, early 40 rounds to still get all 30 mangler eliminations, because the pistol is just that darn good. You know it. We know it. We love them. GS45, when you pack-a-punch it, especially if it's akimbo, that becomes your Mustang and Sally, my friend. These things are an absolute menace maniac in this game, especially because you can just buy ammo for them. Let me tell you, these are some of my favorite weapons in the entire game. They are so strong, so good, and I just got a little bit more appreciation for them because I was able to finish the 9mm, buy the GS45 off the wall, tier 3 pack-a-punch it, and get all 30 mangler eliminations in the same game in the higher rounds that none of the other pistols would even hope or dream of being able to complete the Opal challenge in those higher rounds. Because for the other pistols, dude, I was really having just farmed those like early wranglers in like the 20s, a little bit of them in the teens when they pulled up, but obviously in the 30s, that's when they really start to go crazy, and that's when you'll finish the Opal challenge. If you kill every single mangler with your pistol from the entire game starting up to 36, that's when your Opal challenge should be completed, okay? So if you're switching over to a different pistol at that point, you better have 50,000 points so you can go tier 3 pack-a-punch your other pistol that you're gonna get and try and complete in the same game. Only the GS45 was able to do that for me. The Grova got close. I got 18 of 30 after I switched off of, I think it was the Strider, but the GS45, this game's Mustang and Sally's, or I know they're called Sally and Fourth, but come on, dude. I'm calling them Mustang and Sally. They're so good. And the Opal camo does look really, really good. The pistols are nowhere near as good as the sniper rifles. The only one that could compete with those snipers, of course, is the GS45 Pack-a-Punch, and I highly recommend akimboing that bad boy. Dude, Mustang and Sally PhD, go crazy. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the pistols, the Opal camo, and I hope y'all have a great day. Consider subscribing. Adios.